critic of Israel, a terrorist, an Islamist fundamentalist terrorist of the highest order that deserves not only scrutiny.
Noah bin Samson. Are they putting Bana Banana into the slightly brown category now? Dude. It's funny because Hila, or Hila, I can't remember. Hila is like more Arab than most of the people than that we're talking about here, right? More so than Hassan because she's descended from, is she Iraqi Jewish or Syrian Jewish? Whatever. I would much rather get into Slav O'Clock. God damn it. I'm just gonna do yeet posts. I can't be fucked this guy, man. What's he even saying? Ethan Klein in the lawsuits. Oh no. 2 clips.
He said he laid off you because of the whole Charlie Kirk thing, so there's that at least. Great. Remember when he also said that I falsely claimed that I was issuing a death threat against his wife? And then got mad at Destiny because Destiny took that as an opportunity to literally issue an actual direct death threat against me.
Oh, Bad Luna, death threats everywhere. Thanks to the 499. Could Trump get away with assassinating opposition leader at this point? Yeah, I mean, that was probably the case when he, like last year.
And then he openly stated,
Openly,
oh,
actively.
you ruined it. We really had a win here, but you fucking had to open your mouth and ruin it. Now he can play the victim. That's what he said. I think that shows you a lot about the calculations at play here. Drop the lawsuits, Ethan. Drop the lawsuits. You know they're frivolous. You know it has nothing to do with copyright or anything like that.
They're definitely not frivolous. You can say that they're petty or that they are like they're obviously personal, but they're not frivolous.
You'll win a lot more good favor if you were to do that. I know you think that the people that you're attacking are unfavorable by the new audience that you have cultivated, but it's a good gesture. Laid off you, complaining about your op-ed and reposting the same out-of-context clip about Kamala versus Trump 10 times? I know.
Out of context. Everywhere.
That he did do that when I got the op-ed. I'm sure he's not actually going to lay off regardless. He just seems like a petty tyrant himself, just so thin-skinned, so narcissistic. He feels like when people have wronged him in his mind, he just never stops. It's clear to me. The reason why I say that is because he didn't stop even when his own fans were like, dude, just shut the fuck up about this. Like, okay, we got it. We hate Hassan. He sucks.
Says dropping the lawsuits would be a good start. Is this because they've taken Ethan's one thing about that clip with saying he wants to go to Israel because he loves Israel? They're just taking that one apology as a kind of like foot in the door to be like, all right, okay, here's the rest of my conditions. Okay, Bob.
Okay. Down
Pretty
to YouTube.
sure that's pretty. I would imagine that clip wasn't for these guys, but sure.
Who spent the last 2 years cementing their legacy as rapacious dick riders of Israel by trying to deplatform all of its prominent critics. Of course, they still, on the one hand...
Dude, it's literally like one fucking sphere of shitty fucking YouTubers and orbiters. Like, it's not there that... All the prominent critics. God, they're really... It's kind of inflating, isn't it? All the prominent critics.
And are seemingly proud of their accomplishments in that time period, while simultaneously trying to rewrite the narrative as though they did not actively try to call every somewhat brown or Muslim-sounding critic of Israel a terrorist, an Islamist fundamentalist terrorist of the highest order that deserves not only scrutiny...
Noah bin Samson. Are they putting Bana Banana into the slightly brown category now? Dude. It's funny because Hila, or Hila, I can't remember. Hila is like more Arab than most of the people than that we're talking about here, right? More so than Hassan because she's descended from Is she Iraqi Jewish or Syrian Jewish? Her descent. More so than Noah, more so than Bada Panada, maybe less than Denims, more than Mike from PA. Maybe less than Frogan. She's North African. Oh, Libya, is it? Was it Libya? Wait, it can't be that. Okay, wait, what if you tallied it? So if Hila's heritage is North African, then that would make her more Arab than Hassan in her descent. More than Mike, more than Noah, more than Bada Banada, less than Denims, Frogan, or I guess maybe the same. Did you not see the tier list? Millhouse, more than Anissa and iDubbbz. It's Hila's Iraqi. If she's Iraqi or North African, those are both like, yeah, you would be Arab. You'd be descended from Arabic-speaking Jews. But okay, I don't know. It's all just very fucking goofy. Isn't it?
But also potential prosecution.
Ethan's lawyer is Iraqi Jewish. Yes, he is.
Definitely deplatforming, so much so that the entire platform that hosts any sort of dissent against Israel and Israel's genocide must also suffer material harm.
Material harm.
Wonder who I'm talking about. Wonder who I could be referencing. A person who, now that fucking now that TikTok is back in the hands of someone who is sympathetic to the Zionist cause, might be trying to rewrite history. There are things that people like this could do, like, I don't know, drop the frivolous litigation pursuit. That could be a good start for people to let bygones be.
How would dropping a copyright suit be a way of atoning for what you call genocide support? Like, it's so stupid. They'd never. God, fucking damn it! That clip from Ethan was kind of annoying because, like, at the same time, obviously, if he personally doesn't like what he said about Israel and at the time of what they're doing in Gaza, he can say that, and I'm guessing he wasn't doing that for this audience. But God damn it. If he is, that's a big, well, good luck. That's what that is. You're just gonna get absolutely fucking shagged. I love it how like they see like sniffing one potential opportunity to get concessions from someone, and they're like, oh, okay, let me drop a little list for you, buddy. Fuck me. I'm not conceding anything.
Bygones. I don't know if it would rewrite the history. Just thinking out loud here. People who have made beeper jokes over and over again whenever, you know, Frogan was on screen, only to turn around and be like, beeper jokes? We would never make light of the Mossad terror attack.
Terror attack, obviously.
On Lebanese people.
On Hezbollah, by the way, which they've kind of admitted to now. Like, they admitted to even fucking days afterwards that it crushed them, that it dealt them a crushing blow. Fuck me, man. They published obituaries for all the people who died, and it was like 5 or 6 less than the total death toll from that day.
We would never do that.
Who was making beeper jokes every time Frogan was on? I don't know who he's talking about there.
We would never, ever do that. Oh, that's right. You did do that.
Did Ethan make beeper jokes? Legal mindset. Hey, our favorite internet lawyer. Our passport bro internet lawyer. Let's go. Please stop pretending you understand anything about copyright law. You can barely read properly. Ooh. Whoa, huge. Man, this arc is so fucking... It's kind of predictable. The guy who like effectively told his audience to just vote for whoever the fuck, like, but just so you know, fuck Harris, fuck Biden, fuck the Democrats. What a waste of a platform.
Reason why, even though Donald Trump is very unpopular, the Democrats are even less popular is because of this reality. They've like shied away from addressing any of the needs of their fucking base or anyone that's in the margins, by the way, which is a much larger percentage anyway. It's a plurality.
Are we still suggesting that Democrats lost this on policy?
We're all going to go to fucking concentration camps, and the Democrats are going to be like, well, it wouldn't have happened if you voted for us harder.
Well, voted at all, really, or like try to inspire any kind of voting drive from your audience. any at all would have been nice. But yes, generally in a liberal democracy, that's how you get rid of the people you don't want in office. If you don't want one group in office, you vote for the people who have a chance of defeating them. That's usually how that works. Yeah. And because people are lazy fucks, particularly the youth, you have to kind of give them a kick up the ass to vote as well. Even if they are politically engaged, even if they're online talking about politics all day, you still have to give them a pretty strong push to vote because a lot of people just don't. And youth have a huge problem with that.
Republicans know that as long as they can maintain that reliable 25 to 30% psychopathic base, that Democrat unpopularity with the rest of the country due to their inability to examine critically and address the needs. The reason why, even though Donald Trump is...
I don't know why he tries to dress it up in like intellectual language. You just want them to be as obsessed with Israel as you are. Keemstar. Oh no. TwitchCon Safety Concerns. What's this about?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. There's a conversation going on online about TwitchCon not being a safe place for females. And you have multiple female creators that are saying they're not going to TwitchCon this year. Asmund Gold said if he was a female, he would never go to TwitchCon. And that's based on safety concerns that these people are...
Yeah, what the fuck is this with TwitchCon being just like a... like the equivalent of going into some really, really disgusting, trashy pub where people can't leave their drinks unattended. Why is TwitchCon have that reputation? Lawson, thanks for $5. Socialism has been no voting. I mean, most of the time it kind of is, right? Fuck. Just speaking historically. I don't know what to say.
Bringing up. I mean, we've seen it throughout the years, like just sexual harassment and deviant things that happens at these Twitch cons. And I wanted to share a story that takes us all the way back to like 2013, 2014, because before Twitch came out with TwitchCon, they did a test run for their TwitchCon by having these massive parties attached to PAX East or PAX West. And in 2013, 2014, I don't remember the exact year, at PAX West in Seattle, they had this massive Twitch party. This ain't no little thing. There's like 1,000 people there. It's a big facility. It was massive. It was like a mini TwitchCon. And I attended that event. And I was there with Seattle's own Only Use Me Blade, which is an old school Call of Duty YouTuber with a drinking problem. You know, Blade gets drunk and he acts like completely out of control. Now, a lot of times it's funny. Some other times it's absolutely horrible. And in this case, he got wasted pretty fast, and he was doing this thing where he'd go up to these girls at TwitchCon, go to shake their hand, and when they go to shake the hand back, he would take their drink, slam the drink, and give them an empty cup back. Now, most people just laughed because this is, you know, a Twitch party. It's open bar. The drinks didn't cost anything. And it was just like this funny thing, but definitely a dick move. Later that night, I couldn't find Blade. I Ubered back to my hotel. And the next morning, I found out Blade went to the hospital. And Blade didn't go to the hospital for drinking too much alcohol. Blade ended up in the hospital because he had multiple doses of Roffies.
Whoa.
He inadvertently, by being a jerk, saved a bunch of women from being date raped.
Okay.
So these things aren't safe. They've never been safe. There are literally rapists that go to these fucking things and prey on the women there. I don't know.
Is he talking about the streamers? Because I always feel like it's you hear it about streamers. You hear stories that streamers go and do fucking sleazy, nasty shit. I don't understand. I don't think it makes any fucking. In the private rooms and parties. Yeah, I know there's the whole reputation that you have with the Smash Bros community in particular, but God. Pretty fucking unreal. Now, do I want to watch the thing about Comey? Or is that just another story I'm not going to have the energy to keep up with? Got too much shit. Too much shit to stay on top of here. What's my Reddit saying? It's been a while. Been a little while. There's not much going on, is there? Spider with his shameless self-promotion. Okay, nice. Trump says Ukraine can win the war. Yeah. Loner needs to go bald. Spider again. He's just dominating the entire sub. XQC. Realist versus idealist. Charlie Kirk was just Nick Fuentes with dog whistles. Changed my mind. It does seem like he was drifting into the Fuentes aesthetic. Seeing that clip of him with Jack Posobiec and that other wanker defending Franco and saying, oh, he just wanted to preserve free markets. Like, that's fucking crazy, man. They called him a fascist because he was just pro-capitalism, dude. Just pro-free trade. They called him a fascist for that. Wow. That is... that was quite weird. Conspiracies about Jewish donors. Oh yeah, he did that as well. He was pretty blatant. I don't know why people pretend he was subtle. Well, I just didn't know about it because most of the Charlie Kirk stuff I watched was like around that like 2020, 21 period. Or I'd only look at him when something really viral happened. Because I didn't like Charlie Kirk. I fucking hated it. He was boring as well. Like just unimpressive, cringe. Like, but yeah, I watched him during the abortion debates or whenever it was over that kind of like conservative related stuff. But seeing him on his own show talking about random like right wing shit, yeah, I wouldn't see that. And a lot of it was on Rumble as well, so I wouldn't really overlap. Obviously, I watched the Jubilee stuff, but that's him debating liberals and just doing standard conservative talking points. But yeah, it is quite telling that even someone like him who talks to Trump regularly was starting to move into that like white nationalist, like fascy neo-Nazi mindset. Would you classify him as far right? Yeah, of course he was fucking far right. What are you talking about? I wouldn't have said that about him maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, but he definitely moved in that direction for sure. Hello, Lawson.
What up, buddy?
How you doing?
Oh, good. Just heading to work.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So I was thinking the other day. I don't know if you want to talk about the next election.
My midterms or the actual next election?
Like presidential.
I don't know what there's to say about it, but if you have some thoughts, go ahead.
I think I found my Palestine issue, like the non-negotiable for me, and I'm concerned because I don't know if it's reasonable or not. I'm very torn about this. I want the current administration. I want to see somebody held accountable, assuming the facts that the understanding that we have about how fucked Trump and his administration is. If it's true, I want like MAGA blood, figuratively speaking, of course, but
Okay.
But if like that's my non-negotiable, I don't want that to cost like a Democrat election. Also,
Like what? Like a Democrat who's going to run on prosecuting MAGA?
see, when you say it like that, it sounds really bad. But yeah, like
Yeah, it's not really the
kinda.
place. It's not, but it's not really the place for a. It depends on
I
the
know.
atmosphere of the time, because honestly, it's just going to depend on how popular that message is. If they have a more popular message to just go on, they would go on that. I think it's expected that if any Democrat wins, you're more likely to get a prosecution against MAGA. So
Yeah, like ideally, I would like a candidate that's aware of how bad it is and like has a certain idea of like who should probably be going to jail. Again, assuming that all of like our understanding of the crimes that have been committed are true.
mhm.
There's always that chance that we're just delusional. Assuming that it's true and you could like prove it in court. Yeah, I want a Democrat who's going to run and in the back of their mind being like, I'm going to go after these people as soon as I'm elected. But maybe they don't like announce that publicly or something, like, because this is the thing. I don't. Sorry, go
They
ahead.
really. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say they really shouldn't. Because that
Yeah.
got Letitia James into trouble.
Mhm.
Even though like that was kind of, I think that was kind of bullshit, the claim against her. But like, it's not a great idea to run on. Like, but yeah, they should appoint an attorney general who will look at previous crimes, because there's a lot of insane shit going on right now. But Democrats, like, they're not, I don't know if that would really be overly, if that would be a good idea. I don't think they'll do it either, because Democrats just aren't like that. They're not like we're gonna, like, they're never that blatant, or they would just don't do that kind of shit.
It depends.
I don't think
If the Epstein Files turn
Yeah.
out something and it becomes really popular, just say lock him up, then why not? But it's just going to depend on
Oh
whatever
yeah, that,
the messaging
yeah.
actually gets you.
Yeah, but that's not even like.
You're back.
That's like.
Kate,
That's like not even the. Okay, I'm not saying that like diddling kids isn't a reason to lock somebody up, but that's not even the reason that. That's not even the reason.
I mean, I
it's
think,
like it's an extra, it's a bonus, but
yeah. I don't know
You
if
know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't know if the Epstein files will although it looks like those are going to get released, because assuming that they can make it happen, because that discharge petition has enough signatures now. As soon as that new Democrat who got elected in the special election, as soon as they take office, they're going to sign, and they're going to be the last signature that is needed. In a rare show of bipartisanship, they're actually going to do that and bypass Mike Johnson, and then they should be able to pass that. But I mean, I don't know if that means the federal government turns it over. I'm trying to think of like, what are some things that you think that like, I think that the corruption shit is probably like an easy one. Like the Hatch Act violations, for example, the way Kash Patel runs the FBI, or the what is the other one called? The Logan Act, the one for like that shit is insane. Like
it is like, I just don't know how, because like for a lot of this stuff, I think you have to have like a certain understanding of civics and like law. Like it's complicated. It's not an easy. We have proof this guy was diddling kids. Like, okay, cool. Like,
oh
that's
yeah,
something
yeah,
everyone
I know.
will get behind. This other shit is like, it's stuff for people who've been paying close attention like us.
Well, I think that like if the Epstein files come out and there's stuff in there that really like implicates Trump in like some bad shit relating to Epstein, then that I think will be popular for Democrats to run on. I don't know if like other stuff necessarily would, but it depends. I mean, it depends on how far he'll go. It's entirely possible he starts doing some crazy election rigging. You know, like then he tries to go like if he loses the midterms, you know he's gonna like say it was rigged. And if he thinks he might lose the midterms, then up until the midterms, he's going to be going on about how it's going to be rigged. Because, he's just,
I guess I'm so torn on this, because like right now, I don't give two fucks about norms anymore. Like I want my candidates to like I don't want them to break the law, to like, I don't want them to be vigilantes, you know, but like, I hear you, and I agree that a candidate should not run on I'm gonna get these motherfuckers, but also like that's just a norm, you know. And I don't know. It sucks.
I mean, yeah, it does suck, but it's kind of a like I understand what you're saying. I think unfortunately a lot of this stuff has kind of exposed some of the problems with the American system of governments or governance, like the whole thing that the founding fathers came up with, because sadly a lot of it sort of relied on, or at least some of it relied on, the idea that people shouldn't be bad actors, or that like they would just like, what if Trump just, I mean, he's already done it, but what if like he like just keeps ignoring like court orders, or like if the Supreme Court tells him to do something and he just doesn't do it, which I mean, it took him a long time to bring Abrego Garcia back, and now he's just wants to deport him again. I don't know if he got deported yet or not, but like stuff like that is kind of ridiculous. Or the fact that the DOJ is supposed to be a separate entity from the rest of the executive branch, but it's not now because Trump is ordering them, you know, to do stuff for him. I feel like a lot of that stuff needs to be changed, like in terms of the law, or the Constitution has to be amended or something. Certain rules in the Senate should probably be changed as well to prevent like this insane level of gridlock that is had, instead of like just relying on gentlemen's agreements and whatnot. But I don't know if there's ever going to be the political will to do any of that stuff, or if
Yeah.
they even come back from this.
The presidential immunity thing too, that's like,
Oh yeah, that's absolutely insane. Or like, what if Trump tries to run for a third term? Like, which would also be nuts.
well,
because
that's my
it's
line.
in the Constitution. You're not supposed to do that.
I mean, I'm not gonna like, there is an answer to like what would happen if a president just did all this.
Yeah, I know you don't want a Fed post
Our
on Lonerbox's
our
live
founders
stream.
could answer this question very easily, what would happen, but you know.
Well, yeah, because if they had just done that, but yeah, like obviously different time, but I mean, who knows? I don't. Loner is just sitting there playing Connections
Yeah.
Yeah.
while we talk.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to ask you a question, Lonerbox, about I'm assuming that you also don't like populism very much.
No.
Okay, even left-wing populism, although I honestly don't really see much difference between it and right-wing populism, or at least Jenk's not making a very good argument for it.
Yeah, it's just like the most annoying thing for how it is, like the ratio to being able to gas people up as opposed to doing anything useful. Very it's a very inverse correlation, and it's really annoying because they know how to
Yeah.
get all the attention, they know how to fire people up, they know how to make people feel like the problems are really simple and the solutions are really easy, but then when it comes to actually doing anything, then yeah, it's usually just bad or nothing.
Yeah, and I guess like I'm worried that it seems like that's really popular now in the US, and it also seems like do you think that in order to win, Democrats are going to have to appeal to that? Because the thing that is scary about populism is the extent to which it demonizes institutions by
I don't
saying
know.
everything is broken.
I think Bernie was a good example of someone who used populist rhetoric whilst also being relatively not crazy when it came to policy. So I don't know. Maybe the rhetoric will have to be employed, but then that's obviously going to set expectations anyway. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, it's that's very unfortunate. I think Bernie did a decent job, although he kind of does push that whole everything is the billionaire's fault thing, but I mean, he is just one guy, so, and like you can, I don't know. It's... Hey Lawson, are you here still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, you were muted. I heard you. Are you in your car right now? Are you driving?
Yeah, I was just headed to work. I've got a headset on though, so don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. You're not endangering yourself or others.
No, I almost sideswiped a whole family the other day talking to Hutch, so then I got a headset.
What the fuck? Okay,
I'm half joking, but I got to get to work. Thanks for your valuable input, Lonerbox, on my my concerns I brought to you. Yeah.
Nice one. Take care, man.
All right, later, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, Lawson. I just have one other question for you before I leave. Did you watch? You didn't watch the entirety of that 4-hour Teuton debate that I had, did you?
No.
Oh
I think
yeah.
I tuned in for a few minutes, got triggered, and then stopped.
Okay. Was it when he was lying about the 70% number, which I wasn't even there's so much shit that you have to like memorize or that you have to like keep up with.
Yeah, that
Everyone
data
is
that
like,
data is
yeah.
that data's old. Yeah, even the health ministry's numbers don't say that anymore. It's been like a
Okay.
year since that happened. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, okay. You didn't even I was gonna ask you for your input, but I mean there wasn't really like I guess yeah, you said you only tuned in for a few minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm probably
Um,
gonna do like a final thing or like a final note sheet on just all of the fucking mad claims that came out from the war, and then like separating it from the ones that were actually valid, because there were quite a few that are. It might be good just to have it all there, and so I can never have to fucking talk about that shit again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good for the rest of us too. It'd be
Uh-huh.
cool to have that. Yeah, because that is so much shit. Yeah. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading crazy MAGA tweets from the day after Charlie Kirk died for a thing that I'm working on for a future stream. So I'll
Good.
talk to you later.
Take care. Bro.
Enjoy the rest of your stream, dude. Bye.